All right, I think we're live now. Hello,
Andy
hello.
wins the battle.
Let me throw on some jams, and then we'll get to a match.
Pro Storm is spectating. That man is in the top cut.
I like the One Piece one a lot. All right. Did you let them know they can start?
They already started.
No, I know, but everyone. Like, did you let everyone know?
I did a slash start. I can set a timer and then they'll get their pairings.
Yeah, I would let them know.
Do that. I'm gonna give them an hour each for top cut
Okay.
instead of the 50 minutes.
I guess we'll hop into Andy's match then against Chiller Jeans.
That one's already going strong.
Yep, it looks like Andy is up top. He is our Geargia Machina player. He had started with a Cardian past against Adam, Chiller Jeans, who is on Dark World, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right, he's our role player.
And sorry if I look like shit, guys. You guys cooked me last night, so yeah, I'm recovering. I also shuffled my driveway this morning. Oh. Is the music too loud, or is it good?
I can't hear it.
Well, you'd have to be in stream to hear it.
I'm stream sniping you.
Stream sniping me. Looks like neither of them are accomplishing a whole lot. But,
No.
But Andy has had a lot of card advantage after resolving two different cards.
Two different card kit. Look at his fucking hand.
I know. 7 cards in hand, 3 back row. Not 2 cards in. Oh, is he? Okay, he's just summoning Fortress, which is really dangerous against Dark World, to be honest.
Yeah. Target that shit.
Yeah. Interesting here. But I mean, it's gonna force Chiller Jeans to start playing basically immediately. I wonder if he has enough gas to like really go in right now.
Maybe that's why I was waiting.
And has like a judgment set or something. Oh, let me get chat pulled back up. Yeah, dude, we got snow-wise, I think we got like 7 or 8 inches also. It was brutal shoveling driveway. We had to redo the we did have to redo the stream, Ryan. I had my apologies there. You can't hear the music at all? Let me see if I can fix that.
Double reckless?
Yeah, you should be able to hear it.
Double reckless?
This first match is Andy Sang, YCS Champion. He's up top playing Machina Geargia. And then at the bottom we have Chiller Jeans, Adam, who is playing Dark Worlds, who just resolved Double Reckless to even out the card advantage here a little bit. Dark World with what, 10 cards in hand?
Yeah. Double reckless resolved. He's low though, and the thing is Dark World doesn't really play much of defense. So if he can clear him.
They don't have a ton of defense, but I mean, he could just start chaining, yeah, lots of like Dark World dealings, fields, you know what I mean? And like slowly pick apart this board. Oh yeah, Andy also went to Worlds for Duel Links. Ooh, we get the Solemn Judgment. That's big. Adam says thankful for no Starlight Road. Sorry if I'm sniffling during the stream. I was outside in the cold for like an hour and a half.
Here comes all the graphers.
Yep. He's going to try to slowly pick it apart here. And he has two options, really. He can go after the back row and try to establish a board to run over these guys, or he goes after the monsters to slow down the aggression. The issue being that he is under Reckless. Oh, what's up, Brandon? Glad to see ya, brother. Grapha's my goat. I like how Grapha's the bane of most people's existence, but I'm glad he's your goat. Got like 2 feet. 2 feet? What the hell? That's great. I mean, we have snow drifts that like get up to that, but straight 20 plus inches would be fucking nuts. Just on my driveway, just at my waist almost, or above my knees at least. Yo, what up, Mateo? We got Andy up top for those tuning in now, playing Machina Geargia, and we have Chiller Jeans at the bottom here. Both resolved, a lot of draw power. We had 2 Ds resolve over here on Andy's side, and 2 Recklesses resolve here on Chiller Jeans' side. Chiller Jeans is currently trying to pick apart this board. He had led with a check for Judgment with Dark World dealings, did not get it, and then heavied, and then got the Judgment, and now he's trying to figure out how to play into this board with 8 cards remaining in his hand.
I think it might have been a better option to try and snipe the Judgment correlate with Grapha.
38-1. No, I don't necessarily think he had to do that. I mean, he has so many cards. I'm sure he has a lot of options here.
They're all Dark World monsters.
That would suck. I mean, yeah, if that's the case, then sure. Yeah, it is kind of insane to resolve it twice. But I mean, Dark World's getting 15 cards deep, and having Graph in rotation is also, you know, exactly where that deck wants to be. There's no Prio, but if this... Ooh, okay, and no Bottomless here. Does eat another Fiendish Chain. And the issue here... yeah, it's not good. So Adam's going to need, you know, some sort of... Oh, okay, never mind. He's still going. I thought he was going to start setting trap cards. Yeah, but... Because you got to imagine he's got a lot of Dark World monsters, and if he can just start discarding them, he'll really get going.
Well, you know it's... Oh, shit.
That's the issue with playing too many non-Dark Worlds also. Like, a lot of people opt not to play the Trance Archfiend.
That is no bueno. Okay, there's another drag down.
Oh, no, I mean, definitely, I like the Geargia spot way more as well. But, I mean, like, resolving double Reckless is still really powerful, you know what I mean? You know, I would too, but when their hand's that large, I feel like it's really common for like the situation that just happened where they have like a tour guide or something that they, you know what I mean? Like too many normals.
Part the back row though.
I think he's gonna he might target Fortress, but he has to see what he drew off the dealings first, because if the Fortress can rip a good card, then he's not gonna do that. There's a good chance he ends up targeting the last back row. But you know, all depends what's going on. Fortress is not optional, it has to trigger.
Yeah, that is sometimes a big owie.
Is Drag Down into the Grave got the same thing from Call by the Grave?
Drag Down? I think so. It's the same dude.
Yeah. What the hell? How did I never notice this?
He's just having a rough time.
It's alright. I found out like a few months ago, like maybe like 6 months ago now, that all the Geargia monsters are just Geargiano in different suits of armor and cars and stuff.
Same dude. Their gears are slightly different colors though.
Are they? I don't think so.
Accelerator has like a white gear, whereas everybody else has.
No, Accelerator's Accelerator's Geargiano. Yeah, Accelerator's Geargiano, and then the other ones are Geargia. Is this one the MK2?
And Geargian is both of them.
Yep. Okay. I just found that out a minute ago. Yeah. I mean, listen, I'm literally for the longest time, I gave 0 Fs about how cards looked, rarity, any of that. I just cared about how good cards are. And as I've started to enjoy, you know, buying more expensive cards and, you know, art and rarity and stuff, it's really grown on me, I guess, if that makes sense. And I start to pay attention more. Okay, so Andy takes game one.
That's rough for Dark World.
I like both these guys, so...
Killer Jeans messaged me. He said he wanted to target the Fortress, but he drew into a tour guide.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought might happen.
So that is... I think usually this is a pretty rough matchup for Geargia, so winning the first game is massive.
Post side, I feel like it's a lot more even, but yeah, game one, I agree, is definitely tough for Gears. I did not look at that. I just thought it was some weird demon thing. Now I hope it comes up so I can look at it again. Dark Worlds is Chiller Jeans at the bottom of our screen, aka Adam. And at the top of our screen is Andy Sang, YCS champion Andy Sang. And Andy is up 1-0. They're going into game two. Dark World should be going first.
Little update on the other match. Chet is down a game, but right now he is up like 8 cards to Oscar game 2.
What is more profitable, doing retro Yu-Gi-Oh or modern? Probably modern, right? Playing the game itself is probably pretty similar in terms of like what you win in modern or retro, but the following for modern is so much bigger that like if you have a YouTube channel for modern, or you know, you build a following in modern, I guess it's more lucrative, I guess. Like you can actually, there's a lot of people do modern content that's like their job. Yeah, no, battle power, exactly. Like once you like start caring about your cards more and the way they look, you actually notice the art. Yes, this is top 8, Troy. We are in top 8 currently. Ooh, okay. Going for double tour guide to get it out of deck right away. Interesting choice.
Looks like Jay lost already.
Jay lost already? To who?
So Bam is out to Samu.
Okay. And Samu is on Georgia as well, right?
That's crazy. They started at 8:03 and the match ended at 8:08.
Why'd they start that early? Oh, you mean 8:03 your time? LOL.
Yeah, so 10 your time.
That's
so their
fast.
match lasted 5 minutes.
I should pull up the bracket real fast. All right, guys, just quick little look here. This is our top 8 bracket. Samu's already won against Jay in top 8. They'll play the winner of Pro Storm versus Vader. We're currently watching Andy Sang versus Chiller Jeans, and then Oscar Zelaya and Chet Manley are playing. And let's get to it. Sorry about the ads. I should probably turn on my ad blocker. So Dark World's doing the Dark World thing. He's gotten the extra draw of Brow. He's got a Graph already in rotation. Big monster on board. But advantage-wise, still 6/6, but there's that Graph Engrave and, plussing that the field spell provides every turn. We're going to see, okay, a set 4 from Andy on Georgia and Pass, meaning don't think he has any starters because the gear frame got ripped. Georgia going back to back, you think? Yeah, I mean, there's definitely they got good odds at the moment, and this time it's not going to be Georgia Card Curry. Well, actually, is there any?
They're both on the same list. I think they're both on some.
Yeah, I don't think we have any Georgia Card Curry in top 8, so I think it's all Wind Up, Dark World, Georgia Machina. We had the BAM deck and Fairies.
Yeah, and Chaos Dragons.
Oh, and Chaos Dragons. You're right. Dang, Samu's so nice. He just does well in everything.
Yeah.
Can we watch Oscar?
Oscar just opened Magician Shark against Chet in game 3.
Oh man. Okay.
And Chet has not responded with any hand trap. So unless there's a Veiler, that's probably pretty rough for him.
All right, we'll go check it out really quickly just to see what the board state looks like, and then we'll hop back into Andy's match. All right, so here we have Oscar up top, YCS champion. Go check out his channel as well. Yeah, looks like he opened Magician Shark, has the Rabbit in rotation, called Spells with Shockmaster, established board, 2 back row. Definitely looking scary for Chet. Okay, got a normal summon Thunder King. It's gonna get bottomless. Oh man.
That's pretty rough. Better hope there's a lot of back row there.
Better hope that he's got a needle ceiling.
Yeah. Oh, he's thinking.
It is looking like a GG. And this is the thing. I've noticed a lot of people don't opt to because Wind-Up's popularity hasn't been as crazy as expected. I feel like a lot of people don't opt to respect it as much in the side deck. I'm curious to see what Chet's deck looks like. Calling traps. All right, moment of truth, and that resolves. I have a feeling this is going to be it.
No chain compulse, no chain anything.
No, he just let it resolve.
That is rough, yeah.
I feel Oscar feels nostalgic doing Magician Shark. I'm sure. I like playing Georgia into this matchup because you have so many cool, obviously the floodgates are really good when they Shockmaster you, but also you can side needle sealing and stuff, and and then obviously Veiler Maxi. It's rare it even gets to this point in that matchup post side, but then it's even rarer that if you don't stop it, that you still don't clear the board. We're gonna see a Giga Brilliant.
Oh no. Andy accidentally revealed the deep prison against
Oh no. That's pretty big. Oop, that's a GG.
That's a GG.
It was a wind-up mirror. Chet did say they were learning a lot about wind-up this tournament, so the fact that Chet cooked and still topped this event is pretty sweet.
He literally couldn't play that last game, though.
Yeah,
that game
brutal.
was just cooked.
I mean, like I said, I'm curious to see what the side deck looks like for Chet. But congrats to Oscar for advancing top 4. Let's go ahead and hop back into Andy versus Chiller Jeans. All right, looks like they're going to game 3. Andy is up top, YCS champion. I believe he won, YCS Denver, I believe, 2017. And then we have Chiller Jeans at the bottom. Excellent Edison player as well. He's actually on our GOAT War League team. Or not GOAT, Edison War League team. Nothing will beat GOAT War League, though. Back when I used to play GOAT War League, dude, it was so toxic. All 3 games were one of the 2 opening Magician Shark and the other scooping after 1 to 3 turns. Really? That's crazy.
Yeah, they were not good games.
The math does not support that happening. Did Pro Storm win his match? I see a Go Pro Storm from Hydro.
Let me check. I think they were still playing. They were 0-0, unless it like ended really quickly.
Pro Storm is up a game, is what they chat said.
Honestly, Agents have a really good Chaos Dragon matchup. Christie is actually just like curtains in that matchup.
Yeah, but like you only played 2 and it's not searchable. I guess you can mill it if you're playing the call build.
Hyperion also outs the Light Pulsar lock. It's one of the decks that has the least trouble dealing with that.
Oh, really, Ryan? That's kind of funny. Sweet revenge. Ooh, card destruction. Oh, and that's going to eat the Imps. Wow, Imps is so good in this matchup.
So devastating, yeah.
That's probably an armor? No. Well, it probably is still. But, man, talk about a good collection of cards against Dark World. If I see these 3 cards in my opener against Dark Worlds with a starter, whew, I'm feeling nice.
Yeah, that's pretty rough, man.
Oscar says, wait, that was him. Also, guys, we are at Kozarski and, oh my goodness, I forget who all sent money. Last night, a couple more people sent money. I'll just say I don't know their actual name, and I won't use their Discord name, so I'll use their DB. A True Trash Can. They're both my teammates as well. They donated last night. So we are up to $400 in donations. So there will be cash payout that also goes to first place on top of their card.
So I can spectate 2 matches at once.
Nice.
Oh, Dark Mist, bro.
How many puddings are there? Can we make like 30 puddings just so we can load all the accounts watching one match? Oh, man.
That's a big GG.
Yeah, but he is going to add back a card and special a Georgiana, so it's not that great.
Does stop his turn, though. He's already normal, right?
Unless he has the other accelerator in hand, though. He accidentally revealed it. So he can keep going, yeah. I think this is going to be curtains for Chiller Jeans, to be honest.
It's crazy that he just resolved like a +2 torrential, and he's still...
You want it to be called the Pudding Cup? instead of Redu Rivals.
This feels really brave, man. If there's like a dark hole here.
He's going to need it.
He just discarded 3 cards to summon that.
Could be Solemn Set. Ooh, true. He is digging here, though. The Pudding Cup happening when? That's a Pudding question. Pudding's about to move to Australia, guys. I don't know if he's going to want to be hosting his own majors. Unless you guys want to be up during Australian hours. Ooh, that's huge. And depending on what he has in hand,
Dark World, target that fortress, bro.
That could be crazy. But if not, you can still just hit the back row, normal special grab. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Oh, that's big.
That's huge.
Wow. And after that collection of cards and that kind of advantage, Trilogenes.
Well, he went neg 3 to summon the fortress.
He might have clawed back into this game.
Yep. I said he literally went neg 3 to summon fortress. He discarded armor, Georgiano, and Cardgar.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know if I would have done that or not.
I don't know if I would have done that. Like, if you have a lethal line, sure, but
I have to see the last card in hand. I mean, it was prison, right? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, he did draw the level 4 here, though.
Another TT?
I don't think so.
He's thinking on the summon, or maybe like a... Oh,
that's big. That's huge. That's really big.
I think this is curtains.
Is it game on board? Crash. It's at 19, 14, 31. Right? Am I right? Am I crazy? This at 17. This at 14. That's 31. It would leave him at 100 if he held it on this board.
I don't think it's worth holding it though. Because now he's gotta crash that.
Yeah, I mean, he was gonna crash it anyways, right?
Yeah. That was the most crazy reversal.
It's still not over, though.
It's still not over, yeah.
Like, what draws?
I guess you can get an armor and start establishing things.
Ugh.
The MK2 or whatever.
Trying to think what he can draw here. MK2 would be solid. He did draw armor, so like another.
Even like a deep prison or something in the simplified game state. Was that a Ryko?
Oh my god.
Ooh,
that's so nasty.
Expected it to be the Bluff Dark World.
He did. Oh man.
Oh shit.
Is he normaling this here? The issue, I don't know. I don't want to say anything. Yeah, okay, so he chose not to. The issue with normaling here, right, is if he top decks Dark Hole.
Yeah, then you're fried.
Oh, man.
100.
Cheeks are clenched, boys. For those asking about Samus' match, he just posted the replay. His opponent scooped twice after turn 1 for no reason. That's why it lasted 4 minutes. Huh. I am coming to LDS Rally.
SC tournament at the moment.
I will be there. They were gracious enough to invite me out there and help cover some of the cost. Oh, Arsenal would have been at 19. Duh. Oh yeah, because he has an accelerator on board. Oops. Yeah, easy bottomless then. Oh, he did end up establishing the Zen mains, though. Wow. This game now feels like it might not be over anytime soon.
This is a fucking crazy game, dude.
Basically the usual squads come in Evo. Chai, Shen, Jason, or Chef Taku, myself. Also, remember, the winner of this tournament is going to get free hotel at the RRC at the end of February. That's going to be the first IRL Redu major with a prize card Minerva to first place and a prize card Super Giant Hand to second place. And it trickles down, so there's like Ultimaxis and other awesome prizes for the rest of Top Cut. Hell yeah, Evo. I'll see you there. Oh, wow. Yeah, I mean, having a kid, buddy, makes it hard to go to events, but excited that you'll get to go to that one. Dude, I want Kevin to go, but he did not want to go for personal reasons. The Redu tournament, the RRC will be in Toledo, Ohio. If you go to retroreborn.gg, you can sign up for the tournament there. I'm signed up for it. My wife signed up for it. I think they have like 70 some odd people already pre-regged. Maybe it's over 80 now because that was a few weeks ago. But it's February 28th, I believe, that Saturday. And then the day after, they have a GOAT major on Sunday. So yeah, but it's like a whole weekend thing. Like they do like a Friday trade night at the hotel, where yeah, a bunch of people are gonna get drinks, chill, trade, test. It's gonna be like a full weekend event. Kind of, I don't know. I'm pretty excited for it, to be honest. They're trying to be different than what our majors have been, I guess, where most of them are these like one day travel, just play Yu-Gi-Oh, go home. For Edison, they're trying to make it like multi-event weekends with different formats and gives most of them will include an Edison major, by the way, but yeah, they're basically testing all the other retro formats to see how those turnouts are, to see what else they want to host majors for. So we need to really show up for this Redo one, guys, because if it does well, they're going to host a bunch of Redo ones. Yeah, the Friday night thing's cool. They're going to start at like 7 p.m. and they're going to be at a hotel lobby. There's going to be like drinks and snacks, and yeah, it's going to be like trade/test night, and just yeah, I'll be at them for sure. Oh yeah, Saturday is for charity. Come on. I know that's the important part. Who needs meta? But you know what these greedy bastards want. You know what they want.
Zenmates is going crazy.
That does hurt. But like I don't know, I feel like there's a lot of cities that feel like if you go to Chicago events, like you're going 40 minutes from their airports normally. Like I don't know, it's not that crazy. Ryan, probably not. Yeah, I think they plan to come to Chicago eventually as well. This game's still going, which is crazy. Ooh, okay. How much of his engine does he even have left? Ooh. Okay. Oh! That's big. That's huge. Wow.
And of funny that everything has to be in defense.
Yeah, he gets to clear the Raikou here, and then
100 life. He has to be so careful.
But he's just gonna tribute it off and summon. Yeah. Dude, how is Andy still in this game right now? Honestly, the amount of reversals in this game is crazy. They're trading blow for blow, bro. This is nuts. Yeah, and frickin' Chiller Genes has so many monsters in deck still. Like Dark World monsters. There's only 4 of them in rotation at the moment. 1 engrave, 2 banish, 1 on board. You gotta imagine he's gonna start drawing like his... I mean, all 3 gates are gone. That's pretty big. But like Dark World dealings, he can't drag down because the opponent has a no hand. Ooh, is this dangerous to
attack there?
No,
maybe he's got to pull up.
If this armor gets to flip, I feel like it's pretty dangerous.
Oh shit!
Ooh.
He must not have a Dark World in hand. Right? Otherwise, I think you fire off that DDV.
No, it got MST'd in end phase.
Oh, was that not? That was a new set?
Yeah, he just said it. Yep. What just happened?
I think. Is there like a max C?
Andy up top has to be careful because any play that he makes has to be lethal if he's going to leave something in attack.
No.
Yeah, Zenmaines is like top 3 extra deck monsters in this format.
Chiller Janes is wondering if he has to commit to Geargian X because he did overlay and slap the Geargian X on board.
I mean, he didn't claim it was a misclick. I don't like enforcing those things, to be honest with you, but if...
I feel bad about it, but...
It would be different. I would force him to commit in the event that Adam had like a backer or something, and it could have been like baiting your opponent to like use something. But I don't know. I know technically you would have to make him make it, right?
Okay, yeah, and he is, yeah. He said it's fine.
But I just feel so bad doing. I know it's like technically that is what you're supposed to do. I'm too nice, man. I let my opponents take shit back all the time, so.
I do too. It's not a good thing.
Oh yeah, I remember I had to borrow Zenmaines because I was a broke fucking kid when I was playing back then. Yeah, no, I know. And like, it also depends, right? Because at a YCS, if you have a card in your hand and you're like hovering, putting it over something, you don't have to commit it technically. I mean, technically you're not even supposed to reveal it, but if you have to force them to stick to their decision, then he can't choose the position anymore, can he? Well, once again, we're playing online, and if you put a monster out, like, it's different than in person where you could put a monster down and say thinking or whatever, but he instantly sent it to the grave because he didn't want to summon it. If he summoned attack and immediately switched it to defense, right, no one would say anything because he could have just been like, oh, I was trying to put in defense. This game's nuts.
Yeah, this game is really close. Holy shit.
The Zenmain's not allowed to switch to attack. What extra deck monsters are like getting Andy out of this that he would be playing?
Alverditch.
Okay. It would have to be like Alverditch and summon back a fortress.
Yeah, Alverditch and summon back a fortress.
Yeah. This is why I hate online, guys, just so you know. That's why I only like playing in person. It gets too fucking... It feels sharky to me, too. I don't know. Acid Golem gets you there, question mark. It kind of, but you can't special summon once you use it. And then, like, you have to kill your opponent in those next 2 turns. Because you can't pay the 2k. Yeah, that's true.
Nope, he's giving him life.
Yeah, no, battle power, I agree. But
it's crazy how much time he's bought off this one Zen mains.
Yeah, I know. Card prices are crazy coming from someone who never saw Zen mains in my life and spent 20 cents on one 13 years later. LMAO. Yeah, when I was playing back then, I was like broke kid. And I remember I'd have to like beg people to borrow cards like that. What is going on here, man? So Chiller Jean's down here at the bottom, has 3 cards in hand. And like, we knew he had Snow, right? But he's barely gone through any Dark Worlds still. He has the 1 Snow, he has Grapha, he has 2 Dark Worlds banished. That's it. And then the 1 Snow Engrave. Yeah. So 4, 5 Dark Worlds seen with only 12 cards left in deck. Andy is at 11 up top, playing Georgia Machina. He does have a Fortress Engrave. He's only used 1 Imps, down to 14 cards in deck, so I wouldn't be surprised if he had another. I get that Dark World's like annoying, but I never really, I don't know, had the same disdain everyone else had, I think. Yeah, all field spells being gone is really, really tough for sure. He's sending more monsters here. Like, are we thinking a 3rd Raikou? And then what else? Singin? No. What else?
I don't think they play Singin.
Yeah, what else would he be setting, though?
More Raikous. 4 Raikous. Oh, shit. That's a lot of time.
I'm starting to think Andy might try to commit to deck out.
I mean, 11 cards left. Could be.
How many Torrents have been gone through? 0. But a lot of Georgia decks don't play Torrent.
Don't play it. Yeah. Does he... He's used an Eradicator. Maybe there's another Eradicator in the back that he's waiting for? Before he commits to anything?
To meet a 2nd Starlight Road.
I don't think you can Starlight Eradicator unless your shit's face up.
This is one of those games you'd have to be like strongly following the whole time to really have a good idea what's going on. Are any of their defenses big? Ooh.
Oh, that's a huge fucking hit.
But Heavy's gone
already. And he milled a Grapha.
Heavy is gone already, though.
He milled Grapha, though, and maybe he has another Eradicator.
Yeah, they do play 2-2 normally, post side, I think.
Knowing the other Graph is big, though. 2 prisons are gone and 1 bottomless is gone.
Dude, he's gone through so much of his engine here. One bottomless gone only. Okay. He could theoretically, he's only has one prison in the, or two, oh no, he has two prisons in the grave. Could theoretically be on Mirror Force. It's possible. This game is wild. Like, Andy pretty much like had a build-a-hand going first for this matchup. There is a macro.
That's tough, because anything he detaches goes bye-bye.
Mm-hmm.
Children's only has one AST left in deck, too.
He could have Twister, though. Or the famous Trap Eater.
True.
Yeah, top 8. The people we got left is Andy up here at the top playing Machna Girgia, Chiller Jeans at the bottom. That's it for top 8. Top 4, we have Oscar Zelaya. We have Samu.
Pro Storm won his match.
Yes, and Pro Storm. So we're going to have a Samu versus Pro Storm matchup, and then Oscar's going to versus the winner of Andy and Chiller Jeans here. Ooh, he's letting macro resolve, and then he's judgmenting.
Judgment.
Compulse. Oh, man.
He gets priority on resolution. No, he... Oh, those graphics are both gone, buddy.
This goes to extra deck. The Heretic Sun.
That's a big owie.
Any quirky piles? The quirky pile was the BAM deck, but that deck already got knocked out of
Jay
top
just
8.
didn't want to play, dude. He scooped.
He just scooped. But why like log on and like get ready to play? You know what I mean? Okay, he's gonna make a rank 4. To clear the armor. So this is also weird though, right? Because now that the macro's on the field, he can't bring back this fortress. Right? It says discard at the graveyard, I believe. Discard machine monsters. Huh?
No.
Oh no.
From your hand, or
yeah, you can special it. You can discard to the banish pile. That's crazy. I didn't know that. Yeah, Pro Storm versus Samu. We'll put that one up next, since we did look at some of Oscar's game, even though it looked like they were just wombo comboing each other, and then we've watched this one, so we'll switch over to that one for top 4. BAM is underrated. But hold on. When we made our tier list, BAM hadn't topped or done anything. I don't even know if it was a deck yet. Okay, BAM blew up after the fact. So, yes, it was not on our tier list for that reason. If I have to redo it, BAM would be on the tier list. I still don't think it's an S tier deck, but I know Jay consistently does well with it. Maybe it's something I would have to test more myself to have that belief in it, but...
Viewing extra deck, what does he have left?
Weeb card game.
Guides are gone.
LOL. Bam is underrated for sure, though. Any bubble beat in top 8? I don't think so, right? No.
Nope. Ricky didn't play.
Apparently, they turn 1 shot clock all 3 games.
Yeah, the
I mean,
it's not very good.
The math on Magician Shark turn 1's not crazy high as is, but the fact that they both had it turn 1 uninterrupted without any like traps that help you keep play either through it is kind of hilarious.
There's a back row.
Oh, the pudding tier list that he just put out. Yeah, pudding.
I put Bam at like top of tier 2, I think.
I think Bam.
I think it's good, but
I do think it's a good deck. I don't have it as S tier. Like I wouldn't put it with the top like 3 decks, but I also think it's like right below it, like top of the 1.5s or whatever. But I need more hours on it myself. Oh man. Okay, this Utopia will auto die if attacked.
He needs a. Oh, he's got the Ray. Dude, imagine if he had fucking like 50 less life.
You can.
I think this genuinely might go. Yeah, Psychics are on the very bottom of tier 2. Bam is at the top of tier 2.
Yeah, current format's crazy how many hand traps they play. How does Adam get out of this here?
I don't know. Said there might be an Eradicator left, but his Graphas are all gone.
Only 2 Graphas are gone, I thought.
Yeah, well, two are gone, but how do you get the other one in the grave with macro up?
3rd MST?
I guess. Not looking good for him, though.
Andy is really respecting that second T. Oh, no, both TTs are gone. I don't know. Mirror Force.
TTs are gone.
Just doesn't want to leave anything in attack.
Yeah, I don't know how he gets out of this. I think this might genuinely go to deck out. And you know what's crazy? If the snow was committed, that would have been game. The risk it for the biscuit. I still think he played it correctly by not summoning the snow.
This is nuts. This is one of the
best games we've had.
Yeah, on stream.
That shit was insane back and forth.
Just non-stop reversals. Yeah, it's nuts, dude.
Poon God. Yeah, Poon God's a goat, man. He had one of the highest win rates in the Redu thing. Favorite thing was Nick Collins posting for like max ready psychics and showing Poon God's list, and then somebody in the Facebook comments like, "What has the world come to when we're net decking Poon God 69?" GG's. What a game, man.
Wow. Crazy game. Congrats to Andy for advancing. We're going to get a Georgia Machina versus Oscar Zelaya's windups on that side of the bracket. All right, good stuff. But instead, we're going to watch Fairies versus Machina Georgia on the other side of the bracket between ProStorm and Samu.
I think this isn't a bad matchup for agents.
I think it favors Geargia personally. Obviously, if he can stick early, like
Hyperion.
specific early cards, yeah, like Hyperion and Decree and stuff, like sure, but I just think decks that
Ready.
I guess they can also run over armor a lot easier than other decks if you can commit a Venus and get whatchamacallit on board. Pro Storm clears. We'll see. We'll see. Did you post the next? Oh, Butterfly was game. Interesting. All right, none of these guys are in game yet. Oh yeah, it is 3 Twilight Trill in top 4. That's kind of cracked.
Yeah.
Twilight Trill kind of nice, not gonna lie. Three Twilight Trill and an Oscar Zelaya. Let's see who wins. What decks are in top 4? It's Agents. I don't know the exact list Pro Storm's been playing. We're going to get to see a lot more of it here in a second. 2 Machina Geargia decks. I can only assume that they're similar since they're teammates. And then a wind-up deck. So this is kind of like the more closely to, I think, what people expected Redu to be, is the Geargias and wind-up, and then, you know, sporadically some Dark World, some Agent, stuff like that in Top Cut. Yeah, because I feel like our early tournaments, we had a lot of random craziness doing well. Machina Geargia to be specific, because I know our last Redu Rivals was the finals was pure Geargia versus Karakuri Geargia, and Karakuri Geargia took it down. Yeah, no heroes is surprising. I agree with that. No one's starting yet. All right, anyone hosting? I guess I should look at that. Doesn't look like it yet. Are they trying to review each other's replays? Can you start or did you start the timer for the next round, Pudding?
Yeah, I did. I tried to.
I don't think it started.
Maybe it didn't start because of the fact that match needed to be manual. There we go.
Yep, there we go. All right. Next round begins. You got 1 hour. Starting at 10:59. All right. We're going to watch Pro Storm's match. Pro Storm versus Samu. Got a lot of the Edison goats here. I feel like Andy, Oscar, Pro Storm, and Samu. A lot of great Edison players showing up for Rivals here today in Redu format. Just showing that it's the player, not the deck or format. So
They've both begun. Great.
All right, and Pro Storm wins RPS.
That's big.
That
He
is
can
big.
get the Venus resolved first turn.
Yep. So we got Pro Storm here on the bottom, playing his Agent deck. We'll see exactly what kind of Agent deck here in a bit. And
He opened the
Samu
Venus.
up top with Machina Geargia. Right? Samu's on Machina
Samu's using the
Geargia.
max speed on the first Trine Ball. I like saving it for second effect activation because that forces them to.
Sure, but sometimes if he can't deal with the Venus after a shine, after a Gotchi's on board, he might rather just like think about if he has Arsenal right now, right? He gets a punch over the Venus and then put an armor on board.
But then any other Venuses are still alive in deck.
Sure, that's true. But you play
and
into
if he commits
the cards
to making the Gotchi, you get a +1.
Right, but you have to play into the cards that your opponent has, right? Like you can't be like, oh, they might also have this card, and then like, if you have trouble running over Venus with a Gotchi and dealing with Gotchi, like regardless of outcome, you're gonna have trouble with it. So
that's fair. Geargia, how much back row do you think?
Oscar opened double upstart and card. Ooh, that's an interesting windup list. I'd like to see his list. I also play upstart in my windups, but I don't play card car. Yeah, Oscar hasn't dropped a match yet. Yeah, and Samu got exactly what he wanted there with the opponent not committing the Gotchi, being able to run over the Venus and get an armor in rotation. So makes sense to me, especially if we'll see how many traps he sets here, but I have to check my fantasy lineups, guys. Almost forgot. Some football today. Ooh, early Hyperion. Let's see what Samu does to this.
I did see that ProStorm is on a lot of lances, which I actually really, really enjoy for the agent deck.
Okay, well, he doesn't have any light fairies in the graveyard currently. Now, ProStorm's got a pretty awkward board at the moment. We'll try this guy. Since we're giga cooked anyways. Okay, we get a Compulse on the Hyperion. Actually isn't bad here because this armor is going to get to flip and search, assuming he doesn't get Herald or Veilard.
Yeah. I think most of them are on Veilard if they're playing the multi-Heralds.
I
don't think most of them are on Veilard if they play Herald.
Marcus isn't ready for the age of Poon God when I return with Psychics. You're not wrong. I'm not ready for that. Yeah, they might. I mean, it depends on his list, right? I haven't been following with the current fairy trends, so maybe it's not common at all. Yeah,
Oscar's a rough spot.
I high-key think Compulse is the best trap card in this format. I really well, I lied. Warning's the best trap card. Compulse is the second best trap card in this format, in my opinion. I bought 3 supers for my Geargia deck because I just think that card's crazy. I play it at 3 of in most decks that play trap cards. 100%.
Yeah, it's looking really rough for Oscar. He's setting a monster. He's at 10k life. He's up a card. And Oscar's at 25. Oh, Soul Silver Mountain.
Yeah, no, I like Compulse a lot. I like that it can be used proactively or reactively. I like that, you know, when they use traps on your guys, especially your power plays, you can bounce them back. Or if you play like Machina Gear, for example, you can bounce back your gear frames.
All the big boss monster decks is pretty good in. And like Gear, you could also compulse if they Veiler and do a bunch of shit. It's really nice.
Yep, it lets you dodge cards like Veiler or Fiendish. Yeah, there's a lot of good reasons for it.
Andy won game 1.
Andy takes game 1. We might. There's a very possible world we have a Machina Gear mirror match in the finals. I like QCRs. I know a lot of other people don't, and it's definitely, I don't like them as much as I like ultis, for example, especially like old ultis, right? But I like them. Kevin Wu plays a like max QCR version of Dino Rabbit, and we call his deck the Flashbang. Right. Oscar does go first. Let's see if Oscar can open his Wombo combo.
Tour guide effect.
Ooh, so that Hyperion getting to hit the board and stick because he tribute summoned it and then got to pop the armor. He added Lance off of Duality so that he could play into the trap cards. Really good stuff by ProStorm. Lance really showing it. Why it's so powerful.
I think Lance is just better than MST in Agents. Like, this is so good. Now you can also, yeah.
A lot of the time, yes. It's good because it protects established cards and you play so many boss monsters and Agents. But the biggest downside to Lance versus MST is MST 1 clears Floods and 2 clears Solemns preemptively, right? So.
Yeah, but game 1, I think it's just better in Agents. And it's like, yes, you do have the chance to blind space a Solemn, but if you're playing through back row, you're pretty much not playing through the Solemn most of the time.
Yeah, I mean, there's other
like
niche things that are bad too. Like if he lanced Fiendish reattaches afterwards. You know what I mean?
But in this deck, you can just pop with Hyperion.
Sure, but you want to use your pop on Fiendish after you've already lanced your guy.
That's fair, but Hyperion can't be dealt with like most rank 4 engines. The only engine that can deal with it is Geargia because of Fairy King. 21 defense
with a single rank 4. Yes, you are correct. One of the reasons I like Karkur Geargia so much is because you get access to Beret, Beredo, Stardust, and Scrap Dragon, and then Black Rose, obviously, and those cards allow you to basically out everything that Geargia struggles dealing with. MST is also chainable. Well, yeah, they're both chainable.
Ooh.
Oh, you mean like if they like target it or something when it's set? Yeah, and no monsters on board or something. If that's the case, then yeah, it's another good reason for it. Listen, they both have their benefits and negatives, right? I just think for general coverage, MST is a safer card, but obviously it can vary deck to deck and like what your deck's trying to accomplish.
Looking too great for Oscar.
Dude, this top 4 is so cracked. You said game 2's looking good for Oscar?
Not looking good.
Oh, oof. Andy's looking nice then.
Yeah.
For some reason, Challenge doesn't have Andy in the top 4 of the bracket. once again, guys, for those tuning in late, Pro Storm is here at the bottom piloting agents, and up top we have Samu piloting Machina Geargia, and Samu's making a wind-up Zen mains here. He gets the Geargiano in rotation while simultaneously setting up to clear this Hyperion, and it works. And now, card advantage-wise, he's up about a card and a half. We'll call this Phoenix Chain not a real card, unless, you know, specific cards like True Nade, or I don't even think True Nade's in this format, so yeah, I don't think this is getting any value. So yeah, up one card on his turn, up two. Yeah, so Samu's looking pretty good here. But we do have a Light and Dark Engrave. And Fairies play a ton of boss monsters, so...
Not looking good for Oscar on the other side.
Yeah. What's the game state over there?
Okay, so Andy is just resolving a Gear Gigant. It's going to put him in 4 in hand, 1 back row, and a Gear Gigant. To Oscar, who's got 1 back row, a Rabbit, and 1 card in hand.
Gotcha.
Back row's just been MST'd. Was a warning. Gear Frame is being summoned. Fortress added.
Yeah, Oscar sounds like he's in a world of hurt. We might get teammates playing the same deck in the finals. We'll see. We'll see. There's still a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! To be played in this match.
Oscar's at 1 card with 3,200 life. Against a Gear Frame with an equip, or a Fortress with an equip, a Gear Gigant, and a back row.
That's sick, DNA. I wish I played back in the day, but I was just way too young. So, yeah, I didn't start really playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Till I learned how to play correctly at the end of 2011, like the real rules of the game. We see a Carcardi furthering the advantage here. This list is
so good, man.
The Machina
They play like 15 traps. The card goes so hard. Or even just like the advantage you get from like flipping an armor, searching something, if you don't want to overcommit, summoning the card and just drawing 2 and like passing on armor plus like a bajillion back row.
Yeah, it's really, I mean, it looks really solid. It's a lot of 1-card starters too. Gear Frame, Arsenal, Armor, Carcardi, like a lot of turn 1 plays. And the fact that if you're
another one.
Yeah, if your opponent wants to sit and play the waiting game, you can really
He's going plus 3 off card cards this game.
This is game 1, correct, over here. But yeah, as I was saying, I didn't start playing till like the end of 2011, and I was pretty young when I played. So I never really collected nice cards or anything until honestly just recently, because I've always, you know, when I was sponsored, I would just borrow cards all the time. Oh, we see a Sork here. We don't have Prio in this format, so a lot of things that Samu can do here. Yeah, Bottomless is gonna just clear it. And now Pro Storm's down a whole lot of advantage.
Yep.
About 4 cards in advantage. Shit, maybe Geargia's best deck. I think some variant of it might be. But, you know, I just think also Wind-Ups is one of the best decks. I think people just, it's really hard to play. I think Dark Worlds is still up there, truly. I think some version of Heroes is up there. I think Chaos Dragons are up there. Yeah, that version is pretty popular. I still prefer to play 3 Gear Frame in Machina Geargia Karkuri.
This game's over.
Because you just want to draw. Oh, Oscar was eliminated. So Andy will be advancing to the finals on Machina Geargia. But as I was saying, the reason I like playing multiple Gear Frame is because it's a starter card. I get searching it to have access to the Fortress is nice. But I'd rather just up my Fortress count to 2 and play 3 Gear Frame. It is the more explosive list, but the trade-off is like you're going to play slightly less traps, and you have like quote-unquote bricks by playing the card cards. Trill Finals. It will be a Trill Finals. Oscar's been eliminated. Congrats to Oscar for getting top 4, though.
And being 8-0 for the start of the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Absolute king shit from Oscar.
No, I don't think it's as hard because, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Only got more complex over time. So it's like older Yu-Gi-Oh! In terms of the simple rule set. Obviously, there's a lot of, like, random rulings that are really weird. And the style of gameplay is different, but understanding it's a lot easier. So gears are so consistent. Windup is insane. Loses to Floodgates and Pilot. Really think Chaos Dragons is the best deck. It might be. Might be. Chaos Dragons dominated for a while in our early tournaments. Yeah, no, that used to be the common thing to do, is play 3 to 4 Geargia or Karakuri guys in your deck. Top 16 solid though, Joshy. Yeah, OCG had Shockmaster for a long time, and Shockmaster was legal in the OCG since 2011. They're popular retro formats, the March 2011 format, and Shockmaster's played in that format. I mean, it did. I get Dragon Rulers. Yu-Gi-Oh! Was like different then, but that was like a blip. It didn't get really bad until Pepe, in my opinion. Except I think Rabbit is terrible. I don't know if I think Rabbit's solid. I think it's like just solid deck. I don't think it's tier 1 though. This game's looking pretty cooked for Pro Storm. I'm not gonna lie. Dragon Rulers, Spellbook was the last format I played Advance. I barely played that format because it was just way too expensive. I remember I was like took a break from Yu-Gi-Oh! Basically during that time. I played Constellars during that time, like whenever I would go to locals, like here and there. Yes, deck list will be dropped today. I probably won't make a video on it until tomorrow, but they'll be in the Discord today. Okay, yeah. This is Pro Storm's on like a hope and a prayer right now. Your opponent just has loaded back row, a board with Zenmains on it, 6 cards in hand.
Yo, it's happening, our goat! No, our goat!
Normal summon pass, that deck.
I kind of want Pro Storm to win just so there's 2 different decks in the final.
Yeah. It would be cool if 2 people, you know, made the same list together and made the finals, though. I think that's always cool.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool. Oh, he must have the warning.
That's my opinion, Redu. Yeah, return was a problem. Sixth Sense was a problem. Haha, Nemo, it's doing good now. Last night, definitely was feeling the punishment, though. Had to slam some Mickey D's. Take a nice long nap yesterday. Sam is really thinking here. No, yeah, we know Pro Storm's on it. So there, it's a guaranteed Trill finals, what we were saying since Oscar lost. Ravine Ruler is a surprisingly good mirror to play. I like Ravine Ruler format a lot. That format's a lot of fun.
I know a lot of people said, aside from Return and Sixth Sense, it's like one of the best mirror matches of all time.
Yeah, I didn't play a lot during that era also. I started playing like literally right after Ravine Rulers is like when I started really grinding current, I guess, again. And but yeah, going back and playing mirror matches with my friends in that format's a lot of fun. I like that deck a lot. Waterfire's been really growing on me recently too.
Coded format.
Once again, for those tuning in, we have Samu up top on Machina Geargia in a commanding lead at the moment in game 1. And at the bottom here, we have Pro Storm, who's playing Agents. And yeah, kind of just trying to survive at the moment. Does have a Gorge here to prevent the lethal, no warning on Samu's end. Reaper format's the one, is that the one right after or right after Goats? I never played that format, I don't think.
Yeah, it's right after Goat.
See bracket? We sure can see bracket. We got Andy Saying in the finals, who just defeated YCS champion Oscar Zelaya. That was a YCS champion matchup, 2 YCS champs. And he's awaiting the winner of Samu and Pro Storm here. Once again, Pro Storm at the bottom of your screen, Samu at the top. Samu with 5 cards in hand, a loaded board, 3 back row, a face-up Fiendish, and Pro Storm with 5 cards in hand and a Gores on board. I can do 2 weeks straight of prep. That's light work. Hat format? Hat format's solid. I like hat format a lot. I have like 13 or 14 hat decks built. But honestly, as I've played more during that era, like Waterfire, Vegas, Hat, like all that stuff, I think Waterfire is my favorite for that era of decks. Mostly because I really, really enjoy playing like specific decks like Harpies.
That's one of the fairest formats of all time. Holy fucking back row. Here's where he MSTs the Starlight Road and slams down the Storm.
Yeah, we'll see. That's what I play in hat format too. That's like the deck I have maxed out is Mermail. Funny you didn't draw any more armors. Yeah, Mermail's a ton of fun to play. The ruler deck's a lot of fun. I think the ruler deck can be optimized further too. There's a lot of things people don't play in that deck that I think they should be playing in Hat. And then Infernity's good, but I don't know, man. I feel like the way people currently play Hat's not good for Infernities. Yeah, no, for sure. Chess, why do you just like terrorist decks? I'm just curious. You just want to wombo combo people and just play a solo player game? I wanted to max Mermail, but prices were still pumped for Modern. I got all my Mermail stuff like during COVID, so it was not as insane yet. Yeah, I mean, Sylvans are just the better plant deck in Hat, but... Are we going to see the Great Fairy King come out? There is a lot of competitive value, for sure. But also, it's like at the... There has to be a balance. It's like at the cost of limiting your own skill as well. Because, you know, if the deck's not consistent enough to play as often as other decks, then you're limiting yourself too. That's my issue with Giga, at least in Edison. I don't know. I think Infernity had plenty of crazy support already.
Plus, their cards are all still good. Like, if some of the shit wasn't banned, other shit's once per turn, you can still play that, and they still have, like, searchable Solemn Judgment. I'm sure that's good even in Modern.
Ooh, we got the Gem Knight Pearl. Oh, man.
Oh, we had Herald for the Fairy King.
That's hilarious.
But Pearl clears.
Yep. Man's nice. And it was cooked. It's a risky play when you play a triple vanilla deck. The risk you take. Who is going to meet Andy in the finals? Shamu had 3 MST Storm, by the way. Putting Gores in attack, though, you gotta negate the Fortress effect, I guess, because you have Herald. Yeah, maybe then. Not accidental support, lol. You don't think that their spell card and their counter trap and their Rye Break that doesn't discard a card, you don't think those cards are like proper support? Infernity and Tengu isn't good, but if you get Max Seed, you can deck out your opponent with the 100 Eyes Mirage Leviair Loop. LOL. Do you still get deck out, though, if they draw into Valor at any point? Top 3 decks in Redu. Some sort of Gear Gia variant. I think jury's not fully settled on which one's the best. I have my opinions, but I know others have different ones. I think Wind-Ups, and then for the third deck, I personally think it's probably Chaos Dragons. But a lot of people would argue a bunch of different decks. 3 Dragoon, 3 Diva, no 1/9 version. Well. That is how they played the 3 Dragoon and 3 what's it called? Oh my goodness. What's the one that when it's discarded specials from grave? Gund?
Gund, yeah.
Yeah, 3 Gund. That's the Waterfire list that people play. Yes, Sasha.
Oh no, there's no 3 Dragoons in Waterfire. There's 1 Dragoon.
Oh, okay. You're right. Sasha, I agree. That's kind of how I look at it. Those 3, and then Hero, Dark World, maybe that BAM deck. Those decks are like right below. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Dragoons at 1. Gund at 3. That's correct. All right, so Pro Storm goes uninterrupted, gets to set up his Venus with the Gotchi and 2 back row. It's pretty solid start versus Gear Gia deck. So we're going to see 5 set cards. Are we going to see a Decree get flipped on Pro Storm side? We are. And that's a scoop instantly from Samu. 5 trap cards set. And even if it was 4, he couldn't top deck an MST to get out of it or anything because his back row was locked unless he wanted to throw away a card. 6. He said 6 traps. Nice. All right. Well, after a long game 1 where Samu was just clearly ahead the whole time, he instantly scoops after drawing 6 traps into Royal Decree. I still think I would have waited a turn or 2. Never know. but yeah, it's probably cooked. Yeah, night and day for sure. I think Gund at 3 when so many other cards are missing that format, and the way the decks are split is completely fine in Waterfire. Me and Pudding tested a lot when he came to my house because he has that whole format built, and yeah, it didn't feel like that deck was like insanely better than anything else we were playing, to be honest. We're going to game 3. We have Pro Storm at the bottom, who's done siding. Samu up top. Samu will be going first in game 3. Fire was played much more for sure, Sasha. Yeah, and the +1 Fire is really cool too. It's a lot of trading and advantage-based games. It was, but I think that might have been a result of some of the better players just grinding Mermail. I'm not gonna lie, I think Harpies are crazy in that format.
Hysteric Party is a fucking insane card in Hysteric Sign.
They get their soul charge before everyone else. Sign's busted, and like, I don't know. You get to make Dweller easily in that deck. You get to make Lightning Chidori, which was really good against Geargia and Fire Fist. I don't know. Overworked was putting in work in that format for sure. Infernity and Water. Yeah, Hydro also likes terrorist decks. First turn, Giganex. I love that you can just, when you have these 2 cards, you just get Geargiano in rotation immediately.
Yeah. Geargiano is annoying as hell to have in rotation.
Stronger in what sense? Stronger just like the better deck? Because I agree, if that's what you're saying. Dollar really was legal for too long. It was insane right when it came out. Yeah, no, for sure. Though I think it was kind of needed back then because it kept a lot of things in check. But as decks just got so OP, like Dweller also just got that much more OP. So early on, I think Dweller was fine. Now, yeah, obviously not. Up to the point it got banned or whatever. Hydro. Are we going to get the Geargia Machna mirror match between 2 guys likely on the same list? Or is Pro Storm going to ruin that opportunity with his Agent Fairy deck? It did make windups more viable for sure. Zero traps first game. Or 0 traps this game, 6 last game. LOL. But fairies oftentimes aren't like a get out of the gates early type of deck, so it might be okay for Samu. We'll see. We'll see what Pro Storm has. Not gonna cap. Pro Storm plays slow as F.
Do you think he has a max C? I think he probably's got a max C.
We'll see.
Oh shit. How many monsters does Samu have, bro?
It's going to Dark Mist here.
It's clear. And gives him a dark.
Yeah, that's pretty good. The attack game's permanent, right?
Mm-hmm. You can clear the Gigiano.
Yeah, it's pretty big. It's pretty big. Let's see if I have a feeling we might get another Zen mains trying to hold the line here. Bro is locked in.
Maybe there's like a dark hole or something if he has literally nothing to play.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see.
If he's not drawing his traps, Hyperion just goes so unbelievable.
Right. For those tuning in late, we got Samu up top. This is game 3 of the semifinals. Samu's on Machna Geargia. He has 6 cards in hand, a couple of Geargias in grave, a Geargiano in rotation. And on the bottom here, we have Pro Storm, who Dark Mist over a Giganex, has a Venus on board, 1 back row, 4 cards in hand. This is game 3. Samu took play first. And I believe that these two have plenty of time still on the clock, so. Yes, very likely. Whether that includes, tribute summoning, whether that includes summoning a boss monster, clearing it, punching. There's a lot of things he can do. What do we think Pro Storm has set? I'm going to refrain from saying it out loud. I'm pretty sure I know what it is, but I don't want to give away information. I also assume that Pro Storm kind of knows what Samu's deck looks like since they are teammates, and I'm sure they play together. I guess while I wait for them to play, I'm going to calculate what our pricing is for Top Cut today for cash payout. Okay, we get an MST. Ooh, it was a bluff. Okay, interesting. Duality. Interesting. So set that there. Listen, I get this is a high intensity match, lots on the line, but boy is this game going slow.
Yeah.
Okay, we do get the Georgiano though. So let's see if he is planning to get level 4s in rotation. Does not look like it. Looks like we are planning to see if Zenmains can get us there again. Good Lord, make a play. Yeah, maybe not. Yes, I was expecting Decree there, Chet. But, like, yeah, I mean... I don't...
Maybe that he does what we do sometimes. Sides out the Decree and sides back in Treacherous, so Samu keeps in, like, a bunch of fucking MSTs and shit.
Is he on
that don't do
Treacherous?
anything.
I don't know what his list looks like.
I saw it in one of the replays.
Gotcha. It's possible. Let's see here. Are you going to be shipping out the mats for Top Cut pudding? Should they be sending you their...
They've already sent me. Most everybody sent me their addresses.
Oh, hell yeah. Good stuff.
So I think he said he'll print them on Monday.
Cool.
I still, Hydro, if you're in chat, I still need you to do the ones for... I think Marcus said if you could do the one that you did, but with just the Rivals text in white, then that one can be the ones for us. I turned into you with this slow playing. Oh shit, it's 10 tempo.
There it is. Oh yeah, it's actually really good here. And he's going to wait. Oh, I thought he was waiting to use the effect to play around Herald. But I guess he equally plays around Honest this way, so yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. Does he have a back row this time? He's got one. Ulti First Darkness isn't expensive right now if anyone thought about snagging. It's a good idea. I bought a bunch of the Redu cards when we first started playing, and then stuff started to shoot up, so I was really glad I did. Oh yeah, how much is shipping going to cost for US is what they're asking pudding. Well, I think it's not going to be bad because the family is a business in the US, so I'm probably going to get the match shipped there and then use their shipping to UPS all the US orders. And then Samu's mat might be a little expensive for me to ship, but the family business gets good like rates on DHL and stuff, so.
Putting up family everywhere. I'm curious here. I think Samu's also curious. Okay, he uses the effect there.
Maybe he's baiting you out because he wants to go for tour guide or something.
Nope.
Nope. That's a big ass tempo.
Yep, tempo is one of the cool cards. Like, this is the cool thing about Redu. Like, the extra decks suck, right? So you have to use these weird cards like Dark Mist and tempo to like deal with
Fairy
boards.
King,
it's really cool.
Gemini Pearl, yeah.
Yeah, Pudding's him for doing these mats for you guys. That's completely all Pudding. He invested all the money into getting that done. So set Tretch thinking would be cracked. Especially now.
End phase decree.
Still in end phase.
Or do you wait in case he draws into MST? Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Tribute summon for Hyperion. He has 4 fairies engrave.
That would be insane if he's got the Christia. And he gets the Sangan Search.
Yep. Gets an Honest in rotation. Oh,
BLS?
BLS. Oh man, this is game.
Oh,
This is game because the Honest.
what a line.
Wow.
What a line, bro.
And we get the reverse 2-0. So Pro Storm wins that match.
He did draw the MST.
Wow.
Oh no, he draws it next turn.
Oh, I see. Okay, so Pro Storm does reverse it there, wins it 2-1, and our finals is going to be Andy Singh on Machna Gear, basically the same exact deck that we just saw Samu play against Pro Storm on Agents. Really cool. All right, let's see. Let's get that round started for those boys. And in the meantime, I guess I will share with what, based on the donations we got, we are going to have, I'll go over what the prizing really quickly is. First place is going to be a First Ed Italian DDV, that ultimate rare that I had won at RBET. Well, thanks to Nemo, we swapped cards, but I won it at RBET Indy. So that is the prize I'm giving to first. Additionally, they will be getting a champion playmat, which we had shown on stream. I'll show it here again in a little bit. And then $50 cash due to the donations. Second place will get a runner-up playmat and 110 cash sent to them. Third and fourth are going to get 60 cash each, plus a top 8 playmat. And fifth through eighth will each get 30 cash and a top 8 playmat. So congrats to everyone so far. We do have our finals match here in a little bit. Give these guys some time to get situated and started. So
Chet's right, dude. That bluff set duality,
baiting an MST, yeah.
The reason that
paid
worked.
Paid dividends. Very well played by Pro Storm there. Let's go ahead and show off the mat really quickly again. I have to get into our group chat. Here we go. All right. Can everyone see that there? This is the mat. Let me go ahead and shrink it down a bit. I don't know if you guys can see everything well enough, but yeah, that's the mat there. That's going to be our championship playmat. It's sponsored by RRC. That's why we have that there, Retro Reborn Circuit. Make sure to check out their apparel and sign up for their tournaments. They will be hosting the first Redo IRL Major, February 28th. You just have to go to retroreborn.gg to sign up. The winner of this tournament, additionally, I know I announced the prize earlier, will be getting a hotel paid for that event. So basically, if you can just drive or fly out there, you're good on all other fronts.
It's kind of cool that Pro Storm won too, because he can actually now both players can use the hotel room.
That's true.
Now they're both North American players.
Yep, that is true. If they want to attempt to go to that event, they will have hotel paid for by the owner, Nick Collins. So thank you, Nick, for adding that to the prize pool. But yeah, this is our mat. This is what it's going to look like. Obviously, this one says champion, but this is what it's going to look like for all of our top 8 duelists. You have the wind-up playmat drawn by Selena. Reverie Darling is her handle. Make sure to check her out. All right, and our finals is probably... Are they set? Are they underway?
I don't think they've started yet. No, they have not.
All right, so we will wait.
Hosting it? No, nobody's hosting it either.
Yep. Did you start the round?
I set the timer. Yeah.
All right. All right,
Unless
chat.
somebody from the last one didn't report.
Let us know who you guys think is going to win. Put a 1 in the chat for Andy and put a 2 in the chat for ProStorm. Andy is on Machina Geargia. ProStorm is on Agents. 1 for Andy, 2 for ProStorm. Can I add a poll myself? I'm sure I can, but
yeah.
I don't know if I'm got the wherewithal to figure that out right now.
If I can.
Ooh,
2, everybody. ProStorm takes the whole thing.
Everyone thinks Agents are going to take it down. I'm not going to lie. I think Andy's going to take it down. He took down the Undefeated. I think he's on the better deck personally. But I'm excited. Regardless of outcome, I like both these guys, so... 007. 3. Nima, aren't you homeboys with Andy? Or am I making that up? I might be making that up.
Me?
No, I was asking Nima. All right, let's see who goes first. We have Andy at the top of our screen playing Machina Geargia going first. And we have ProStorm at the bottom of our screen playing Agents going second. This is the finals, guys. I always knew Rock was for rookies. All right. And if that is an armor, this is the ideal setup for Geargia decks. Okay, we do get the Venus out right away. And on the pay 500, it is going to get warninged. Are we going to see ProStorm try to drop Hyperion immediately? A Reborn would be not bad either, for sure. This is the finals, Brandon. Up top, we have Andy saying YCS Champion. Ooh, okay. On Geargia Machina, and at the bottom here, we have ProStorm playing Agents. Do you know the ruling to this pudding? Because I do not.
To what?
If Venus attempted to special summon this turn and got warninged, can he legally activate Pot of Duality?
I think it's the tour guide ruling. Where it's like, if you summon Venus and it's warning...
You still can? Is that what you're saying?
I think you can't. Like, if you warning the summon, yes. If you warning the effect, I don't think so, because you attempted the special.
Cheated, I'm taking your pricing. Let's take a look at the link really quick. This is for Tengu format, which I assume would be the same. Might need to get chat. Anyone in chat know for sure? Cannot be activated during the turn you activate an effect that would special summon, even if the effect is negated or resolves without effect. Wait, says Pot of Duality cannot be activated during the turn you activate an effect. That would be special summon, even if the effect is negated. So we cannot, right?
I don't think you normally can, no. I think it's the same ruling as the...
Pot of Duality can be activated the turn the activation of your effect to special summon is negated. Oh, okay. So if the effect's negated, you can't. If the activation's negated, you can, is what this is saying. So both.
Pot of Duality cannot be activated during the turn you activate an effect that would special summon, even if the effect is negated or resolves without the effect.
I read the second part. Yeah.
Is there a Lance? Nope, that's rough. Oh,
Okay.
Thunder King, no.
Thunder King can walk. Yeah. We know. Activation's different than the effect being negated. I just needed to read the next line, guys. Don't worry. Okay, I mean, Andy's up plentiful amount of cards here, but Thunder King is really good in this matchup. Bottomless and Warning are gone. Herald Duality and a Shine Ball. Chat's vote was for Pro Storm to win this. Andy's doing his best to make that not the case, and is definitely in the stronger position, I'd say, at the moment. We get a blind MST here. Hits a D prison, not bad. We get an attack into armor. It's not going to accomplish anything. And if you are Andy, you're hoping to get an arsenal here, so you can normally flip and have 2 Geargias on board. Special summons. So he's just going to try to take the neg to beat this Thunder King, it looks like.
Well, he's going to get the plus back with the armor, right?
Right, yes, correct. So that's why he's okay doing it. Yep. It's going to go ahead and grab that 3rd arsenal. Getting all 3 out of the deck pretty quickly here. And this seems pretty advantageous now for Andy. Definitely has a strong lead. Let's see here. So if you're in Andy's position here, like obviously we don't know the last card in hand, but assuming he can't do lethal, he's probably thinking, okay, well now I have to make sure I don't lose to cards like Trag or Gores. And he's probably just deciding what the best way to do that is. Yep, and he's gonna definitely set up some more follow-up here. Continuing to grind advantage, and that's the beauty of the Geargia deck, is just the advantage every single turn if you can't deal with their monsters, you know what I mean? Oh, he's gonna Shockmaster. Not bad, considering the agent deck's basically all spells and monsters. Oh, he's committing a lot here. A Dark Hole completely reverses this game. Man, I feel like I'm so much more conservative in these spots.
Solemn Road.
Okay. There's the Solemn.
Solemn.
Yep. And he was hoping it was
a road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why he felt safe going for that line. Makes sense. Yeah, no, that's true. But still, like, if he drops that and you saw him and then he follows up with Dark Hole, the game's blown wide open. And I just felt like that game was almost unlosable if you play it slow. That's why I would play it that way. But, you know, not wanting to give your opponent a chance, I completely get it. It was definitely a calculated risk. We also don't know what Andy's other set card was, so maybe he really felt like a Gores would be too much of an issue with, you know, the traps that he had, so. So Andy takes game 1, but Pro Storm's no stranger to this. He just played this deck, lost game 1, and then ended up winning games 2 and 3. Pro Storm will be going first at the bottom of our screen here, playing his 42 card agent list. No, I don't think it's solved. It might be. I don't think it is though. Mostly because I don't think pure Machina Gergia is the way to play the deck personally. But these guys, you know, they think otherwise, and they're showing up and showing out. So, you know, what do I know?
It's Thunder King. With his little electric poles.
Yeah, chat, I agree. I feel like it's going to be a while before anything's solved. And even then, like, Edison format, like, decks are closer to being solved, and maybe even some of them are very close, but I don't even think a single deck's, like, perfectly solved. Yeah, Gergia does snowball really, really hard. But Thunder King's a powerhouse against this type of list, right? Because, you know, the amount of inherent summons it can negate, whether it's XYZs or Fortress, the fact that it negates Gear Frame and Armor, or, you know, prevents them from searching, I should say. It's really, really solid in this matchup. Oh, I disconnected. Sorry about that, guys. You know how Dueling Book is.
Or you are missing the riveting action of Thunder King, one back row, and Andy not having done anything yet.
Yep, sounds about right. All right, we're going to see him commit to a Fortress.
Damn.
It gets negated,
And
so
there goes Thunder King.
that's a hard
That's
neg one just to clear T-King. But he does get a
+1.
A guy in rotation this way. And now you have the option of summoning Georgiano and making a rank 3 or getting armor in rotation. Yep, and he's opting to go for the rank 3 line.
Maybe just has an accelerator in it.
Also very possible. But nope. He's behind a card because of this play, so he decided, you know what? Let's just slow down the game and try to see some more cards here.
One back row.
Thunder King Royale cooks the top of this format. Sure does. Cooks Wind Up, cooks Gyria really well. I don't even think these diverse formats can ever be solved because there'll always be a best list for a day. I agree with that entirely, and that's why you'll see me play a lot of different decks in most formats. Unless I am just wholeheartedly convinced a deck is like leaps and bounds ahead of other decks. Like, you have to play based on how the meta has evolved.
Here comes Venus.
Yep.
Is there Max C?
But like Venus on its own this turn, I don't think accomplishes enough.
Still good. Thin your deck from 3 bricks, and then all you draw is gas, right?
True. While they're playing out their turns, I'll do a quick little reminder on the prizing for today. First place will get a First Ed Ultimate Rare Italian DDV. $50, as well as free hotel for the in-person RRC Redu Major event at the end of February. As well as a top cut playmat, a champion top cut playmat. Second place will get a runner-up top cut playmat, $110. Third and fourth will get $60 each and a top 8 playmat, and fifth through eighth will get $30 each and a top 8 playmat. Oh yeah, I think Redu is going to continue to grow. I feel like once we have our first in-person major, and more and more get scheduled, these are going to keep getting bigger and bigger. Especially because, I mean, you guys have been watching how crazy these games are. Like, a lot of them are so close, a ton of reversals, like so many cool plays when behind in card advantage. I don't know, I like it a lot.
Is main Dark Mist?
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with playing the same deck, by the way. I just think I'm of the belief that, like, you play the best deck for a given event. But there's definitely benefits to, like, one-tricking in terms of, getting really good at a deck. If you think that deck's just better than everything else, then only play that deck and just, play a list with that deck for a given event. That's also fine. But yeah. Yeah, ProStorm doesn't feel any pressure because it's not like his opponent has armor or gear to just snowball the advantage. Yeah, currently he doesn't feel that way. Ooh, this card D is good, though, at evening out the advantage here, especially since he's able to sit on this Zen mains for now. I think it will keep growing, Mateo. I think both players are in a kind of okay spot at the moment. I probably, like, you got Fortress and Grave on this side over here. You have a Zen mains in defense with no clear out at the moment. Card advantage, it looks like ProStorm's slightly ahead in advantage for sure, but Geargia's, if there's a deck that can start netting advantage and changing that, it's this deck, so. Are signups open for the February IRL Redo? They sure are. I'm signed up already. My wife is signed up. I believe there's 70 some odd entrants already. My prediction is it's going to be somewhere between 120 and 180 players would be my guess. By the time, end of February rolls around. It's in Toledo, Ohio. And yeah, first place is going to get a prize card Minerva. Ooh, that Catastor is really good if this can connect. First place is going to be a prize card Minerva. Second place is going to be a prize card Giant Hand. And then prize trickles down. Yeah, that clears 2 materials. That's sick. Prize,
yeah, but he can't pop it.
Yeah, go to retroreborn.gg. There is a cap. I believe it's 256 players. It might be more, to be honest, because their venue is pretty big. But yeah, I don't anticipate it'll cap, but maybe. We'll see. Yeah, go to retroreborn.gg. Here, I'll throw it in chat on my other account. Go to this website, and then once you're there, just go to events, and you'll see it. They have a bunch of Edison events coming up, as well as a couple day 2 events for other formats as well. But yeah, this will be the first Redo Major, and just
what
like
a
that,
comeback.
Yeah, just like that, we see a reversal instantly. MST into Dark Hole. This is nuts. The board gets cleared here. Is Andy gonna kill?
Oh, no, he's normal summoned. Unless that last card in hand is a Fortress. Could be a Fortress.
It could just be any machine, right? Okay.
Yeah.
If it was any machine, he makes a second Giganeck, searches again, discards both to summon the Fortress that's already in grave, and it would have been lethal, but... Ooh, and this stops boss monsters on its own. Very interesting. Oh, and another reversal.
Stop.
This is crazy, bro.
Oh, BLS.
Okay, but that's not game as of yet.
This is really hard.
It might be game. It might be game. All right. Wow. Both of them just reversing on each other is nuts.
Oh, holy fuck.
Yes, he is on 0 Birdman. He doesn't play Birdman. He doesn't play any of the Car Curry stuff. They don't play synchros. Spam the Cub to help Pro Storm get the dub.
I did not expect. I'm like, ooh, BLS. That's pretty good.
Is there a cap? Oh, I already answered that. Oop. That is next level of anime. Yeah, that's how it feels, right? This was fucking awesome. This whole top cut has been pretty lit that we've been watching. A lot of good games. Like that first game we had between Andy and Chiller Jeans was freaking nuts. That went all the way down. Both of them have like 5 cards in deck or whatever. And then the reverse sweep by Pro Storm in a really tight match. And now we're in game 3 here. Andy's going first. He does have the nice starting setup here where he gets the Georgiano in rotation and gets the stick of Giganex. It's a lot of pressure early and very hard for Pro Storm to deal with if he doesn't draw Venus. And then even then, you know, you got to beat the trap cards, assuming that Andy has drawn some amount of them. Both players just playing really, really solid here. Okay, we get the MST. And he has the Venus, so he's going to be able to out this here. Let's see if Andy has a Maxi.
No.
Well, he might use it on the second.
We could save it.
Okay.
No.
Oh, he has a special from hand, though.
Ball.
Yeah, having a special from hand does kill some of that advantage. But he is able to clear the Gigan X as well as... Oh, is he doing something in main phase? Perhaps? No. Okay.
They'll be at equal cards, though.
All right, let's see.
Pro.
Now that can be a treacherous set. That could be a decree set. Could side in more trap cards as well. Really curious to see these guys list. Pro set duality right here. Chet's reading them like a book. All right.
This is like an exact replay of what happened last time.
Zenmain's gonna do its thing again.
It's probably gonna be Tempo, no?
Oh yeah, I forgot that he did that last time. I'm just always scared about like real traps, but I guess he probably knows Pro Storm's list 1, but 2, you can probably assume that. Yeah, he already sent it. Deja vu. All right, let's see if we get to see what the set card is. Is it Decree? Is he gonna end phase? Yep, there it is.
There it is. I'm reading he's got a Hyperion then.
It's so scary when Pro Storm does this line, because the ability to set up Christia is so like easy. You know what I mean? Oh, at Hyperion.
There it is.
Gonna do some work.
And chain to take that material off, but that's a lot of damage already.
Yep.
And in a like game state like this, Geargia has a real tough time outing this board without.
I mean, I disagree. I think a gear frame alone, because of his list, kind of clears all of this.
Yeah, but they only play one gear frame.
They only play one in this list of Machina Geargia.
Yep, one gear frame, one fortress. It's just searchable utility.
That seems so wrong to me.
GG's.
Wow. All right. So Pro Storm's going to take the match. Another reverse 2-0 for Pro Storm. Chat was right. Chat was right. Wow. Okay. Congratulations, Pro Storm. I hope to see you at the RRC now that you got this free hotel. If everyone who played in our tournament today can DM me your PayPal, I will send you your money today. Cash moolah. Thank you for all the donations. Honestly, everyone who donated and made this event happen. It's because of you guys that we get these awesome prizing. So, yep. First place, Pro Storm, I'll be sending you that DDV. You'll be getting your mat in the mail. All the rest top 8 will get your mats, and send me your PayPal info. As for your hotel, we'll get you in contact with Nick to get you your free hotel. And thank you everyone for tuning in. What an absolute fucking awesome top cut, dude. That was crazy. I felt like every match was just a grind to game 3.
A great match, yeah. Aside from the one wind-up mirror we missed.
We didn't watch that one, though, so it doesn't count.
Yeah, it doesn't count. The format's perfect.
All right, guys. More Redu content to come. Thank you for tuning in. Love and appreciate all you guys. And